Hey, how's it going? I'm Elaine, this is Elaine is XYZ, a vlog that's currently about, I guess taking the chance to act like I'm retired. Basically resting and relaxing for, God, a whole half year now. My goodness, time flies. Hey, kitty. So, quick recap. In November, the company that I was working for here in New York City shut down. And I found myself surprised with unemployment for the first time in, well, really my life. And though the instinct was strong to, go out and do something about that, I instead made the very conscious decision to try and, well, just relax for a little bit. I figured I'm in this pretty privileged position where I have a decent amount of savings. And while it's been noticeably tougher to squirrel away money here in New York, the most expensive city in the world, I still did enough. I also don't need to worry about visas for one of the first times in my working adult life. Having been an international worker for so long, this is kind of a game changer. I couldn't actually take time off in these other countries that I was in because if I didn't have a work visa at some point in time, they would kick me out. I don't currently have that problem here because I was born here. I'm American. Haha, hurrah. Oh, hey, kitty. Meow. What do you want to bother me with? And I knew I probably needed the chance to take a deeper look at my life and what I was doing with it because considering the sense of relief that rushed in as soon as my job was really over, I realized that I'd probably been burning myself out again. And so I took November off because, it was nearly Thanksgiving anyways, and then December because, it was almost Christmas anyways. And then January because I had just gotten back from visiting my family in Asia. And February because, well, Chinese New Year. You might as well celebrate that. And it's true, at that point I had been wondering if I should get started on this whole going back to adulting thing. But I was at this event in February that was all about equitable community health. And one of the speakers there, she said something that I really resonated with. What to wear today? What to wear? She said, winter in nature is for resting. So if you were going to, for instance, try to create a new self in the middle of winter, of course, you were going to soon tire yourself out. In fact, it wouldn't be strange to be utterly exhausted a few weeks or even a few days in. She encouraged us to take a cue from nature, this one, and allow ourselves to rest. Get cozy, replenish yourself, and your body and mind will thank you for it once spring rolls around. All of your true self will bloom as everything else in the world begins to bloom. And I thought to myself, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I'm gonna allow myself to rest. Okay, I'm gonna get changed. in these last few months, I've been doing some things that have been put on the back burner when I've been busy with my work life. Intentionally refreshing relationships, working on some new languages, and investing in new hobbies, like my first stop of the day, actually, ballroom dancing. And I figured that if I just went on with my life, putting one foot in front of the other throughout spring, I'd just kind of naturally blossom. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't, but now it's late into summer and I'm wondering if I've actually started rotting on the vine. Anyway, my ballroom dance class is over and I've got some time to kill before I need to meet someone, so let me take you to I don't know where else to go right now, so I might as well go here hangout spot, the Metropolitan Museum of Art.
Yeah, in some seasons I can go to the park, but it's summer, and even though today's not the hottest day of the summer, it is still pretty damn hot. So, in here.
I got a membership when I moved up here, and it has been absolutely worth it. If I need some time during the week to just sit and journal, but in air conditioning, the Met's gorgeous American wing is almost like a private club. In any case, this whole summer I have been starting to feel a little anxious, wondering if I've somehow become overripe and useless in all this rest and relaxation. And then that'll get me wondering if I only feel that way because I'm so ingrained in this hyper-capitalist mindset that I will always find not working somewhat uncomfortable. Am I unable to find meaning in what I do as long as I'm not producing for someone else? Or is this anxiety granted because I have gotten a little imbalanced? Perhaps I need a couple of projects bigger than myself because I'm human, and humans are hardwired to thrive only when they feel like they're contributing to their social networks. Okay, next stop for tonight. I'm headed to a premiere for a new show by the founder chef of Noma at the storied Upper East Side venue, the 92Y. I hear this venue is controversial these days because of, well, you know. But hey, I've had a lot of experience with navigating the needs of organizations associated somewhat loosely with countries doing terrible things that I can't help but feel solidarity with event staff just trying to put on interesting, thoughtful programming while getting yelled at about unrelated programming from all sides. Anyway, I'm an unabashed foodie, but one who probably won't get a chance to visit Noma before it closes this year. So when I found out I'd at least get to hear Rene Redzepi's point of view on food nearby, I jumped at the chance. The show he was promoting ostensibly touches on the entire social environmental landscape of key food items, but the episode we saw didn't quite dig deep enough into them for my tastes. It was beautiful, but a little pretentious. But that's basically Noma's whole brand anyway, right? It did feature enough food porn to make me hungry, though, so I went to get a late-night dinner with my seatmate afterwards nearby. In any case, back to this whole theory of seasonality. I'm turning the big 4-0 at the end of summer, and it's kind of lit a fire in me to do 3 things that will hopefully determine whether this was truly a summer of rot or just fermentation, maybe. But yeah, those tasks are really figure out everything associated with getting this new job. It's probably my least favorite of these 3, but yeah, let's not kid ourselves. I have way too many years I plan to be alive for me to just retire now. But that leads into task number 2, which is figure out how not to sacrifice the really nice and fulfilling parts of this life that I have been loving living up to now once I do get a job. Oh, that will be such a puzzle, won't it? And 3, finishing all those projects on my list that I absolutely want to get sorted out before I get a job, like recording and posting consistently. Because for whatever reason, I still don't want to give up on this whole trying to live my life semi-publicly thing. I mean, it's funny, I actually gave myself some space to not write my weekly newsletter in the hopes that I could organize all these disparate content of my life projects to make a little more sense. Um, and all that happened in the last month and a half was that I didn't post anything. Huh. I'm apparently really great at coming up with and executing content strategies for everyone except for myself. But I'm going to try and not beat myself up over it and instead just get her done. I suppose if I am successful at it, you will see the fruits of my labor here. And it's the end of the day, so I guess I'm gonna end this video. If you happen to enjoy it, please like and subscribe, and see you next time doing whatever it is I happen to be doing.